Hey you, welcome back. So you've made it through all of the tutorial videos and now we're going to be putting that into practice in our first 45-minute flow. So you're going to be able to practice all of those things that we touched on in those tutorial videos and we're going to apply them right here, right now. So let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So you can make your way down to your mat. Big toes touch, knees wide, send your hips to your heels. Take your fingertips as wide as your mat, forehead to floor. Running those fingers as far away from you as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, press your fingers down, press your palms down, and pull shoulder blades down your back. Deepening your breath here, Ujjayi, in through your nose. And out of your nose. Rolling your shoulder blades a little further away from each other each time. And really starting to bring yourself here fully. Drop your mind here fully. So we do that through paying attention to the breath, feeling it as it moves in through our nose and out of our nose. And really just starting to open up your awareness, noticing the texture of your mat underneath your hands. Notice which parts of you touch the floor. So as we move throughout this practice, the best way to keep yourself here, keep yourself present, is to really be aware of the tangible, what you can feel and experience within your inhale and your exhale. Let's lift up the torso. You're going to walk this over towards the right. So this is a nice stretch for the your left shoulder, your left side torso. Walking the left fingertips a little bit further forward on a diagonal. So this is more about reach than it is about bend. Create the longest line that you can between your left middle finger and your left hip bone. Take an inhale into your left side. Let your breath open and expand the ribs on the left side of your body. As you exhale, squeeze your right shoulder and your right hip closer. So you contract through one side to expand through the other. Make sure the shoulder isn't up by your ear. Roll it down and away. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. And big breath out. And then switch. Walk over towards your left. Your right fingertips reach a little bit further forward this time. Deep breath into your right side. Open, expand. Create as much space as you can with that breath. Keep your hands glued on the floor. And as you exhale, press your rib cage towards the right a little. This is going to deepen the stretch all the way down the right side. When you're ready, slowly come back into center, back to child's pose. Just remember, if you ever need to take a break, you need a moment to collect yourself and then bring yourself back. You always come back here to child's pose, forehead to floor. Big toes touch, knees wide, and draw those hips back. When you're ready, round and curl up to tabletop. Let's move through some cat-cows. Tuck those toes under, walk your knees right under your hips. As you inhale, let your belly drop down, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your eyes, lift your chest. As you exhale, press away from the floor, round and curl. Tailbone under, spine high. Again, inhale, belly drops down. So your breath really kind of becomes your music as you move throughout the practice. Exhale, round and curl. And we're matching our movement with our breath. Inhale, belly drops down. So the top of the inhale will be the top of the posture. Exhale, press away, round and curl. Really bring your awareness to your spine, noticing if there's any little areas that are a little stickier. You can always rock from side to side here, stretching either side of the spine. Let's do one more round. Inhale, belly drops down, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift up. Exhale, round and curl. Come back to center, neutral spine, making sure this belly is never flopping down towards the floor. Press away from your hands to squeeze your upper ribs into your body. Pubic bone lifts towards your belly button so that we're always connected to our cores. Extend your right arm forward. Keep your right toes tucked under and kick your left leg back. One nice long line without letting that belly sink. Let's hold here, lengthening through your fingers and through your toes. So get longer first. Make sure this back leg isn't a noodle. Reach and squeeze. Thumb higher, heel higher. One more breath. Inhale, lift your heel and your thumb as high as you can. Exhale, round and curl. Squeeze it into a tiny little ball. This is a little core work, a little stability work. Inhale, lengthen, arc, reach up. You're going to drop your right hand down to the floor, kick your right foot off the mat, and open up to face the left side. We call this modified half moon. So we went through this in our tutorial videos. This is a modified variation. It's a really nice stretch. Bend your top knee in, squeeze your heel to your bum as much as you can, and roll your chest open to the sky. Slowly release with your next inhale. Good. Both hands come back down to the floor. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Let's switch. Kick your right leg back, nice and long. Making sure that hip isn't open, right baby toes wrap down towards the floor. Left arm reaches forward, and we hold. So get longer first. Make sure you're not chilling in this bottom shoulder. We resist the ground. Resist gravity. Press down and go up. Every inhale, you find length. Every exhale, you firm up. Make sure that bottom elbow isn't locked. Inhale, heel and thumb go nice and high. Exhale, do the opposite. Spine high, belly hollow, just once. Inhale to lengthen forward and pause. Left hand to the floor. Kick your left foot off the mat, very important. It acts like a kickstand for you. It helps you balance. Modified half moon. Again, no hanging out in that bottom shoulder. Bend the top knee in, squeeze your heel towards your bum behind you, and try to draw your knee towards the back of your mat. Every inhale, press out of the floor. Every exhale, maybe see if you can roll your heart, your eyes to the sky. Slowly release. Good. Come back, both hands to floor, both knees to floor. Look forward, lean forward. And let's melt all the way down to our bellies, toes untuck. Setting up for some Cobra Poses. So, fingers underneath shoulder tips. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Belly hug spine. With your inhale, we're going to come up 3 times. Deep breath in. Shoulder blades squeeze, collarbones wide. Good. And release. Come back up for 2. Maybe your hands go a little wider and a little further back. You don't have to lift up high if you don't want to. Make sure those shoulders are away from your ears. And release. Last one. Inhale to lift up. Cobra. Let's push to tabletop and come back. Child's pose, hips to heels. 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Round and curl to tabletop. Let's tuck the toes and take our first downward facing dog, up and away. Take a second here, pedal it out, bend one knee, straighten the other. And really here, if you haven't yet, start to link your movement with your breath. Inhale will lift you high to both tiptoes. Exhale will melt you down through one of your heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. And don't just rush through it like this. Okay? Take your time so you can feel that stretch. As you inhale, lift up high to your tiptoes. Bend your knees a little and press your chest back to your thighs. Look forward, and let's press forward to high plank. Feet are hip width, hips and shoulders same height. Don't chill in these shoulders. If you're feeling it in your neck, your traps, your upper body, you have to lift your hips a little higher. Squeeze those legs. 3, you got this. Breathe. Meet sensation with breath. 2, go back to downward facing dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, big breath out, draw back, and then press from your toes, high plank. As you shift forward, your elbows are wrapping towards the back of your mat, arms are hugging into the midline.